Hello guys and girls, I'm Tony Freeman and you're watching Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition Episode 1. We're gonna go ahead with a new game and go to the whole process of setting up our character, race, class and game difficulty of course. Now for those of you who are familiar with the whole customization process, I will provide a link in the top right of the screen, and you can just click it and go straight to the story and pass this customization. Okay, first we have the male-female version of each character. We will go with a male. Humans. Each race has a particular bonus. Humans, for example, receive a bonus ability point at the start of the game. Elves, on the other hand, receive a bonus of 25% to range defense. Dwarves receive a 25% bonus to magic defense, but they cannot be mages themselves. And Qunari receive a bonus of plus 10% physical damage resistance. We'll go with the Qunari. As far as classes goes, now for the Qunari I would usually go for a mage or a two-handed warrior, but for the purpose of this Let's Play walkthrough, we'll go with dual wielding rogue. This is the game difficulty part. Casual, it's for players new to role-playing games. Normal, for players interested in a balanced but challenging gameplay. Hard is for a significant challenge in combat. And Nightmare for masochists and the truly mad. They know me so well. We'll go with Nightmare. Here we have the whole choices: Qunari, Rogue, Nightmare, and of course Talvashot. This is the default word state. That means that no imported saves have been used to create the current word. What that means is that in Dragon Age 2, for example, you could just import a save from Dragon Age 1 and the word would be slightly different based on your choices. And you can do the same thing in Dragon Age 3, importing saves from Dragon Age 2. We have a few tooltips. Whereas a rogue generates stamina. Metals are found in more mountains and rocky areas. And gather herbs and metals out in the wild and use them to craft upgrades. We'll go to the upgrades and potions when we get to them. Now usually during cutscenes and even during ambient dialogue, I will shut up completely because I believe in immersion and immersing the viewer as well as the player in the story, and the voice actors did an amazing job with the game, so I will try to comment as little and as not at all if it's possible. Still, right now we are in the character setup screen where we will have a ton of options. I already know what I'm gonna go with, but for the sake of complete walkthrough, I'm gonna show you most, if not all, of the options available. Okay, here we have the head. This is the template. We have 5 templates and we're gonna use one. God, this guy scares me so hard every time. This is all 5 of them and we will use them. We will use him, however, and customize almost everything about him. Okay, general face shape. The face shape, I want something thin like this. Skin tone, something not too bright and not too dark. Something like this. Complexion. Now, complexion means that you can make your character to seem a bit more old, or even with freckles, if you saw them. We'll go with the young version, the young Qunari. Eye color. Here we have an incredible gamut of colors. I want to use something special. Of course, I think this one would be pretty good. Horns. Now, horns are very important, especially for role-playing purposes. My character doesn't want to stand out too much, but at the same time, he wants to be recognized as a Qunari. He wants to be, it's his strength to be recognized, basically. I guess this one with dreadlocks. I think they're dreadlocks. I hope they're dreadlocks actually. I think this one's pretty good. Hair color. Now, I think this is black. Yeah, it's definitely black. It's gonna look much better in the actual game. Don't worry. Beard. Now my beard. I want something. I definitely want a beard, but something that doesn't stand out too much. Yeah, this one is perfect. And voice.
You leave me no choice.
Wow.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Yeah, this guy. Okay. Head and ears. Here we have a multitude of choices, as you can see. You can just drag this cursor. It modifies, for example, the ear size. If I move it up and down, you can see the ears going big or small. Ear position, left to right. Earlobe size, brow, forehead, blah blah blah. Eyes. Now, eyes shape. Wow. Something simple. Yeah, this one. Eye size is pretty good as it is. Position, rotation. Eyebrow. I would change something here. Yeah, this one. Eyebrow position, it's good as it is. Eyelash style, perfect. Iris color, not gonna change anything here. Have nose, the nose shape, size, position, bridge. You can even go for a broken nose. Not sure what that means, but mouth shape, mouth width, mouth position. As you can see, Adam's apple even. Scars. We have a ton of options here, but I'm gonna leave my character unscarred. Scar intensity, position, makeup. Makeup for slight blush color, blush intensity, lip color, slight adjustments to the color of the face. Okay, that's about it. Let's test the voice one more time.
You leave me no choice.
Yeah, okay. Name. I don't know why I use this name. It just seems fit with this face and with the whole Qunari thing. Also, apologies for the long loading screens. Sometimes it takes. Oh, okay. Okay, it starts.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
Click to select a response in the dialog wheel. This is the dialog wheel. We have more choices. We can have 1, 2, 3. We only have 1, 2, 3 here. We can have up to 6 responses. And we're gonna go remain silent for now.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Some dialogues give you the opportunity to respond emotionally to situations. When these opportunities appear, special icons will highlight the emotion tied to the response. This is an empathetic response. He's sad. He's confused here. We'll go with this one.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then...
Go to the Ford camp, Leliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that.
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Okay, you can see use WASD to move forward, back, left and right.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
For the record, the graphic settings used are ultra, but at the same time I had to modify the ground a little so it doesn't look as good as it could. Except the water, of course. Now, this map is pretty straightforward, not really much to say about it, except the incredible graphics of the sky.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough. Stay behind me!
Okay, we get to fight. Basic attack, press R or left mouse button to attack. Okay. Now, as you can see on the top, this is the hit point bar of the enemy, and the little red numbers are the damage dealt that we deal with.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
Okay, crazy lady.
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Press 9 to consume a potion and heal the control character. It's a healing potion, we don't
Take
actually
these
need
potions. Maker knows what we will face.
that. As you can see, a lot of buttons have appeared. This is called...
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Like I was saying, this is called the action bar. And here we have our first loot. We can have different objects on the game board that we can just pick apart, take something from them. For example, this one has a head that is restricted to Qunari trained only, so it's just for us. I'm gonna take it. And as he said, press I to open the inventory to examine your loot and equip items. I'm gonna do just that. As you can see, these are the 4 categories: weapons, armor, accessories, and upgrades. Every time we get a new item in a specific category, a little star appears to the left of the word. For example, now we got a headpiece, so the star is at the armor category. The Rashfin Vitar basically says allows the paint's magic to harden the flesh and provide other protections. It gives us plus 3% attack. And what it looks like is just simply war paint. It doesn't actually cover the horns or anything like that. Now, as I was saying about the action bar, here we have the V, which is a search. Acts like a little scanner, scanning us for more loot. We have the Twin Fangs, which is a pretty straightforward attack, which you'll see in a minute. And we have the Stealth for now, which makes us invisible. Now, here we have the healing potions, we have more potions here, and these are the commands that you can give to your party. More enemies, as you can see. Abilities consume mana and stamina for powerful combat effects. Of course, they cannot be used all the time, and they need time to recharge.
If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Okay. We're gonna try using our ability, our Twin Fangs. First we go into stealth mode. We select this target. And we jump with both daggers in. Okay. As you can see, it deals a ton of damage. The short yellow bar that you saw is the XP bar. Every time we kill something, or we loot, or we read codex, we gain experience. That allows us to level up and gain more and more abilities. Okay, we got a little gold, and let's see, gathering resources. Gather herbs and metals out in the wild and use them to craft upgrades, blah blah. We will talk about that when we get to that. Continuing on this path, here we have 2 different enemies. We have the Wraith and the Lesser Shades that we have been killing. I'm gonna first attract their attention so they can focus on me.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a
And
distance.
then we will leave in stealth to drop the aggro and focus the Wraith because it's much more dangerous and it deals a ton of damage. Sadly, I cannot. I didn't manage to kill it. That was it. So I will try again. This time it worked. The problem with the Twin Fangs is that in order for it to crit, I think you need to flank the enemy to come from behind them and just strike them, even preferably from stealth. And sometimes if you press auto attack, it just removes you from stealth and you lose the whole critical chance bonus.
Ah! They're falling from the bridge!
More enemies. Okay. Let's try on this Wraith. Yeah, one shot, as you can see. Died instantly. And as you can see, the hit points slowly going down. Here, as you can see, I used my V search and found something on a minimap. It's an iron, it's a resource. I'm gonna get it really quick and continue on our journey. More raids here and a shade. This would be an interesting fight. I will try to kill one of the raids from stealth. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, it worked. And now we are 2 against 2. We'll focus on the next raid. And last but not least, the rest of shades. Okay. That's about it. We killed everything that we could have killed. So we will move
We're
on.
getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Okay, and now my hit points are pretty low, so I'm gonna use a potion right now, just in case to avoid anything happening. Now a big melee here. Shades. We're going to stealth and try to flank one of the enemies. Was a pretty decent clean bang, I guess.
Quickly! Before more come through!
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
If I can close the breach, I will.
Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I have seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
Okay, and as you can see, we got more party members. Let's see if we got any loot here.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
Okay. Got some loot here. It's a dagger. I think it's better than what I have. Let's check. Inventory. We got a new weapon. As you can see, the comparison, the new item that you have, that you will look upon, is with on the left side, and the item that you have equipped is on the right side. Now you can see it's a better item on the left side because the DPS is higher, it's 85 to 82. And of course the game helps you by giving the better item a green color on its numbers and the worst item a red color on the damage numbers. So we will keep this one in the main hand. And that's about it. No new items except that one. Oh, there we go. I had to jump over there. To control other party members, press F1, F2, F3 or F4 or click their portraits. Now I'm gonna look a little bit at our party and see what abilities they have. Now Cassandra, she has Shield Wall, that's an ability that helps her absorb more damage. She has Challenge, that's an ability that forces an enemy to attack her, regardless of who it was attacking before. Payback Strike, it's a normal strike with, I think it's with a shield. Solas is the mage, the bald guy. He has Barrier. Barrier is an AoE buff. It's an area of effect attack. As you can see, I can position it with my mouse. And everyone in that circle will be affected by it. Our HP bars are protected with a blue line. It slowly drops as the effect fades. So that's his main ability. And as you can see, it's slowly recharging as well. And he has Winter's Grasp, which is a cold base attack that freezes the enemy. Now Varric is the other rogue of the party except for us, and he has two abilities as well. One is called Long Shot, which basically increases the damage of its weapon for the next shot, and he also has Caltrops. Caltrops is a very situational spell, meaning that he uses it to slow down the melee attackers. Now it doesn't work on range attackers, and of course it doesn't work on creatures who are immune to any physical slows or knockdowns. On the right side we have the quest to reach the Fort Camp. I'm gonna try to do that.
Demons ahead. Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Okay. This is a tactical camera. It's a big help, especially in higher difficulties. It's something that I strongly suggest you use if you ever decide to play the game. Especially in the moments when you don't exactly know what to do or what you're facing, so you can plan ahead. You can use WASD to move around, to see your enemies. You can also hold the mouse over them. As you can see, the numbers are his HP bar. It's 3200. This one is a normal mode, it only has 1000. And these two are braids, only have 300. The difference is that these two guys hit a lot harder than everyone else, so that's why they are more squishy, they have less HP. In comparison, our party only has about 500 HP. Everyone, even the tank. Although the tank, for the record, the grey bar that you see is basically acts as an armor, and it will provide further damage mitigation. Now what we will do is unpause the game. I don't normally pause it anyway, and just focus really quickly on these two raids to take them out of the fight. Going to stealth first, drop the aggro. And then focus on the small shape. Hopefully the big one doesn't kill her. Okay. Seems I got his attention. That's about it. More stuff to loot. It's an elf food, it's a plant.
So, Are you innocent? I don't remember what happened. That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
He does have a point though. Okay, we have more elite mobs and a couple of raids. We're gonna get their attention and then leave it to stealth. I wanna try to ambush this one. Yes, I shot it. Yeah. It tried to shield itself, but too late, I guess. And just easy, very easy fight. They're not very hard fights, even on Nightmare
I hope
difficulty.
Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
As I was saying, they're not very hard fights. Not that many hard fights, even on the Nightmare difficulty, at least in the start of the game. So everything is pretty much straightforward. Just I guess an interactive tutorial if you want.
Another rift!
We must seal it!
More
Quickly!
raids.
They keep coming! Help us!
Excellent. As you can see, flanking and attacking from stealth really does a lot more damage than simply attacking normally and using twin fangs out of stealth.
Hurry! Use the mark!
Okay, let's close the rift. We leveled up.
The rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna stop the first episode right here. I am Tony Freeman, and thank you for watching.